Uncle Al. How you guys doing? I put a link up there just before I went live in case you guys wanted to come up here and hang out. Oh, I better turn everything off here. Turn everything off here. There you go. There we go. Yeah, we won't have no echo. No stinking echo. Yeah, we won't have no echo. No stinking echo. There. How you guys doing tonight? Try to make it so I can see you. Hey, Lori Jean, how you doing? Long time no see. Good to see you. Oops. Try to make it bigger for myself here. There we go. That's a little better. Why didn't you stay over there at CR's? How come you didn't stay on the screen over there? Get it a little bit bigger. It's been ages, yeah. Minute or two anyway, huh? Here, I'll get a link up there for you guys that want to come up here. Hold on. Now that I got rid of all the echo sounds. Yeah. As for anybody that wants to get itchy, come on up here and hang out with me. Feel free. What did you want to say? You can come up here if you want. Your Safari doesn't work too good with panels. You could download Google browser probably if you got a PC tower. Just go in and look it up. You can download it, I believe. That's what I had to do on my HP. My HP didn't have Google browser, so I just went in and downloaded one so that I could do some of the stuff there on that computer that I can't do, without it. Your what your monitor doesn't have a camera built into it. Hey, David, how you doing? Didn't see you slide through the door. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, just your iPad? Well, you should probably be able to get something like that on your iPad if it's not too old. Usually, if you just go to download it, your device will tell you whether it will take it or not. Oh, your Google wouldn't go into your iPad. Hey, Alana, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? StreamYard will too, except Google Chrome. You know, StreamYard's just a browser stream. It's not an app. You don't have to go to the app store. You can just type into the browser, and that's how you get into StreamYard. It's not an app. Not on your iPad. You feeling a little better, Alana? I'm not feeling too much better, but I feel good enough to come on and talk to you guys. I'm gonna try the old wheel thing. I tried the wheel thing Wednesday. I'm gonna try it again Saturday. See how it works. You can't just quit. Yours is all allergies, right, Alana? Let's see. Should be able to get that link up there on the top. I'm playing with this stuff here, see what I can get done. Oh, there it is. Oh, you didn't say what you wanted. We're gonna say about the energy gel. How was that anyway? Butterscotch. The gel was super sweet. It was pretty funny watching you try to get it on that spoon. Hey, Gray Man, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you, brother. Is it getting cold up there in Minnesota where you live? Just hanging out with friends. Try to get some watch time on this new channel. The lake freezing over yet, Gray Man? About 55 there today. I think that's all it was here, too. I think it was right around 50, 55. All that vegetation in the lake's probably getting good and dying out, though, huh? Getting ready for the ice to start coming on. 48 there today, Uncle Al. Currently 43. How cold is it where you're at, Alana? You live way south of Gray Man, I believe. -2 there. That's centigrade though, right? -47 right now. Oh, you had a warm day, 60, huh? Yeah, it didn't get 60 here today. Kind of crazy about Wednesday morning getting booted off. I haven't gotten booted off a live stream for a long time. Just went kabooey, I was gone. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, -2 is fine if it's Celsius. What's that make it about 30 Fahrenheit? Yeah, it kept connecting and reconnecting, connecting and reconnecting because I use that OBS. And then finally it just quit connecting. That's a YouTube thing. OBS will just reconnect, if it goes offline. Pretty good about just reconnecting right away so you don't lose your space in there. But it kept say disconnect, and it's a connect, and it's a disconnect, and it's a connect, just like that. Boop, 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 boop. Finally, it just said disconnect, and nothing came back. That's when I got in there and typed in there, oh, I guess we're done. Good thing it didn't do it till we drew those, spun that wheel. The cell towers fail. I think it's YouTube. I think they get too many people on the servers. They have different servers. I understand that, but I think some of the servers that are like close together, but because I'm sure they have them all over the U.S. Their servers. I'm sure that some of them just get overloaded and keep booting people out. Yeah, we don't really want to know the temp there, Kyle. We know it's 90. 90 is about just right, though, if you're going to be hot. '90 is a good temp with zero humidity. Their humidity around here is not really that bad. They have some like right in the middle of the summer, but it's not really that bad here. But when it's hot, it's friggin' hot. Don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. About zero. Zero wouldn't be too bad because then you can still stay warm. You can be layered where you can still stay warm, but if you need, get too warm, you can take some off. 73 right now. Hey, Kyle, read between the lines, my friend. Yeah, make sure you're ringing that bell if you guys haven't done so. Giving me a thumbs up, ringing that bell, doing all those favorite things. You have a grandson that can drive a lawnmower? You're talking about a riding lawnmower? That's pretty sweet. Just sit back in the easy chair, lawn chair, watch him go around in circles. How old is he? Checking up on you guys. 7 walking, 5 thumbs up, you guys. Come on. Get your thumbs up in there. Was CR still on when you came over here, Lori? I didn't even look. I better look. Yeah, he's still alive over there, Lori. You got what? Your windows are open, your heater is on, and you have a fan running. That's kind of redundant, isn't it? Oh yeah, I have to have a foot sticking out of my blankets too. I have the blankets all the way up here to my chin, but I have one foot sticking out. Oh, no. You're going to have all the village idiots up there shooting, huh? You better just stay home, huh? How many weeks are they going to be up there? You were stuck in the house with the kids for 5 days? Holy cow, you weren't pulling your hair out, were you? That would have made me go a little bit bonkers. They just came and worked on my furnace yesterday. It was that only one of the ducts was blowing hot air out. Now all of them work, thank God. So you can just set the thermostat at one temperature and the whole house stays warm. Strangled the girls a few times. Uncle Al knows all about doing babysitting stuff, don't you, Uncle? You haven't turned on your heaters yet? Wow. I just have mine set on real low. It's not cold yet. I think I have mine on 68 or something like that. Just enough to keep the house kind of warm. You are a heater all by yourself? Yeah, I used to be that way too, Lori. Used to be everybody just kind of cuddled up next to me because I was just a regular old burning fire. Those days are gone. They put me on blood thinners. Now I'm always cold. Oh, it's only gotten down to 30 so far? That's pretty good. Let's see what we got now for you guys. 7 watching, 5 thumbs up. You guys are still not pushing that thumbs up. Two of you are cheating. Kyle's still rubbing in the temperature in Florida, I see. December. Heck, it's probably warm enough there you don't ever have to turn them on. Yours is blue. We gotta fix David up here. Hold on. Let me see if I can make him blue. Let's see. How am I gonna do it? I use it. Where have I got it at? Over here. Hold on a minute. And make David blue. Let's see. There you are, right there. Oops. Come on. Oh, look at that. They let me do it this time. Shoot. You're dangerous now, David. You got a lot of moderators that scares the heck out of those trolls. Trolls don't want to come in your live stream if you got 50 mods. That's how I look at it. Not too many trolls want to come around when you got everybody blue. There's a troll raiding party hitting the other streams. 10 watching. Yep, that's what I've got too. I've got 10 in the chat. Yep. Oh, shoot, your pain meds have kicked in. Watch out. I haven't taken mine yet. I don't take them like I used to, Alana. You smoke yours, Gray Man? Yeah, I wish I could. I have to drive 75 miles to get mine. I might have to go down and get some before the weather gets too bad. I can drive down to Colorado and get some. Hey, old man, how you doing? I already ate my popsicle. You got yours? Well, we're gonna have to fix you up here, old man. Hold on, try to get you fixed up here. Yep, there you go. Now you won't feel left out. Oh, Kyle too, huh? Uh, there we go. There we go. Now we're thinking about right ways here. Need all you folks to be troll chasers. You did yours an hour ago, old man? Oh man. I've been off of pain meds for a while. I smoke mine now, or don't really smoke them because I got COPD, but I eat mine. I do the edibles. You do any of the edibles, Gray Man? I better fix my eyeballs here. Don't know if that made it better or not. Oh yeah, I love edibles. Didn't really care for them for a while, but they have all different kinds. You know, I used to have a edible cookbook, but I memorized that whole thing, so I passed it on to somebody else. Yeah, his rotors are probably turning the wrong way. How much power does it take? I'm not sure. It's a big one. I used to have a smaller one, but they brought me it when they brought me the new one. It's bigger. I had a smaller one, but last time I went for my thing that told me to make this when I had to start wearing this all the time. Then they gave me a bigger machine because I had to kick up the usage on it. Oh, I love them gummies. I love those gummies. Oh man, I've got all the what do they call them? Shoot, trying to think of the name of it. The shoot, I know what I'm talking about. The things where you pour into to make suckers and stuff. I've got all those things where I can just make my own. Buy the buds and then break them down into a nice butter and then make my own. Molds. That's what I was thinking about, the molds. Yeah, them gummies, I like those gummies. Also, I like those the vape pens they have for the hash oil. Those are pretty sweet too. I like those. I'm not supposed to use them, but I don't have to. You don't have to have much off of them for them to work real good. I got all the molds to make the candy and stuff, so that way I can make my own. The heck they call those one things, the hard candies. Shoot, I can't think of the name of them, but I can make those. They're like a half-inch long by a quarter-inch thick, and I just wrap them up in a little bit of parchment paper, and then I can just pop those in my mouth and go motivating around. Or I can suck on a sucker while I'm at Walmart or something. I even make Tootsie Rolls, and I make cookies and brownies, and I can even eat a salad. I have some powder of it that I use, and I sprinkle it on a salad, then eat it with a salad. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with that stuff. I hear you there about the poisonous pills, gray man. I probably need the pills, but I just don't like what they do to my body. Sure, they kill the pain, but then they take the toll on like your liver and your other working parts. Huntress of the unknown. Hey, good to see you. How are you tonight? Thanks for dropping in. We're just sitting around blowing the old wad, talking about this and that. Glad you decided to stop in. If you guys don't know Huntress of the Unknown, make sure you're grabbing her up. Good person right there. Add her to your list. Who else does the molds and stuff and makes their own edibles? Anybody else do that? If so, what kind do you make? You're messing up names? Nothing wrong with messing up names. It just seems like it's so mellow, huh, Gray Man? I wish they would legalize it here. We have an old timer governor that thinks it leads to bigger and badder things. Maybe when he gets out of office or whatever, they'll come to their senses and make their state some money. Good night. Where you going, Lori? Meds are kicking in too good for you? Night, sweetie. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Don't ever say you won't ever use it, Alana. A lot of people said that until they've tried it. I figured as much, Lori. You don't like it? Well, to each their own. I don't shove it on anybody. That means that's more for me. I don't drink or anything, so you drink my wine and whiskey, and I'll partake of the other for you. Makes you feel like you're having a panic attack. They have different kinds of it. You could just use a different kind that doesn't do that to you. Yeah, you probably were on indica. If you do something like sativa, that gives you like energy, and all you want to do is go, go, go. Yeah, I know a lot of guys that have PTSD that use it, Gray Man. They use it. The VA even makes it or tells them to use it. My ex-wife's boyfriend, he's a veteran from the war, and he's got PTSD, and he's got him a small place out in the country, and he grows his own, and he's just happy as a clam. Oh, we are kind of talking about that, Huntress. Talking about all kinds of it, smoking it, eating it, cooking it, vaping it, whatever, different ways. How about you? Have you ever tried it? Yeah, that's what they told my ex-wife boyfriend too, and he lives in a legal state where it's legal recreationally and medically. But it's easy to get your green card there. So if you get your green card, you can grow it. So that's what I did when I was back there. I had my green card. I could grow 15 plants, and I usually grew like 20. And then I could always have 4 or 5 ounces at one time. Then I moved to this godforsaken place where they think it's a sin for you to even think of using it. You freak out when you use it, Huntress? You should be trying, if it freaks you out, you should be trying different stuff. Like I said, I used to grow it. I know quite a bit about it. I know that there's different species of it. There's indica, and there's hybrids, and there's sativas, and the sativas are actually better for people with like anxiety and stuff because it is euphoric for them, gives them a little bit of energy. So you just have to kind of shop around and get the best thing for whatever for you. Some people get like anxiety and PTSD and anxiety and stuff. So if you're using the wrong kind of stuff, I suppose it would freak you out. I like doing. Oh, brownies are cool. I used to make brownies left and right. I used to make brownies. I used to make cookies. Let me see, Tootsie Rolls, suckers, hard candy. Made this concoction where it was all powder and stuff. I would shake it into my salad so I could have a nice salad. It'd be like salad with like lettuce and bacon bits and stuff like that in there, and then just shake this green powdery weed on top of it, and then put your dressing on there and eat it. Time you got done with the darn salad, you're feeling pretty good. You can't even do CBD. CBD doesn't have anything in it to get you high. I like CBD for like my when I get pains in my joints and stuff. It's also good for like toothaches and stuff like that. You about lost your what? Are you talking about Coca Cola? Yeah, my brother, if he smokes it or does any part of it, he gets deathly ill. He'll throw up and puke and everything else. I used to I used to sneak it into him on purpose just so I could watch him puke. What are you like a little? Are you like a goody two shoes, Solana? Just kidding. Is you still talking about Coca Cola? Everybody's allergic to THC. That's why we get the munchies. You were opiated. Yeah, I know a lot of people that kicked it and never went back. You're a good person, Alana. Those are one thing that hard to get off of. And you talk about when you use Coca Cola, Gray Man. Yeah, it's pretty tough. I remember way back in the day, probably back in the late 60s or early 70s, I tried heroin. That was a hard one to get away from. I loved it. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? I didn't see you come in. How long you been here? You just been in here lurking? Good to see you, my friend. THC is going to be a good bartering tool for sure. It's going to be my best friend if I have to be an SHTF. I got some special seeds put away just for that. So you have kind of been around drugs a little bit, Kaylin? Is that what I'm trying to read there? That you have been around them a little bit? Oh yeah, they got kudos. They got big brownie points for uh, passing those opioid pills around OxyContin like candy. I saw a big special on it. The pharmaceutical companies would pass them off to the doctors, and the doctors would pass them off to the patients. It was a big thing, man. They had given enough painkillers out to everyone in the United States, well, everyone in the world, I think they said, and any of their children could have one. That's how many they sold. Making the doctors prescribe them, telling them this is our new miracle drug. Make sure that you give them out to everybody. It still is big money. You watch marijuana plants burn in the campfire. Heck, you might have gotten off. You got close enough. If I saw marijuana plants burning in the campfire, I'd be standing close to that campfire. Yeah, pain pills are still big money. Oh yeah, the big farmers, man. They got everybody hooked on those pain pills, oxycodone, oxycontin, whatever, morphine, fentanyl, all that stuff. They were handing it out like candy, telling all these doctors and hospitals, here, use these drugs, pass them on to the customer, tell them they need them, tell them they need them. Then they get everybody strung out on them. Oh, you did get too warm? You're funny, Kalen. I believe Gray Man's right, though. I believe that when SHGF happens, marijuana is going to come in pretty handy. For one thing, you can grow it and use it. And for another thing, you can use all of the stems and the stalks because they are good for making rope and string and stuff like that. So it's going to be like a really big thing for people to grow it and use it, and then they can use the flower part of it, which is what you use to get all messed up on. Then you can use that for either personal use or pass it off and sell it to other people, barter with it. Yeah, that's what they say around here, old man. That's why they haven't legalized it here yet, because they're saying it's still Schedule One drug, but it's still illegal in a lot of states. I think that's how they should make it. Is they should take it off of the Schedule One drug list, and then let each state decide for themselves whether they want it to be legal or not. I mean, they have it that way now. I mean, states can make it legal if they want, but it's still a Schedule One drug, so they need to not make it a Schedule One drug. Yeah, hemp seeds are edible. You can grind them up and use them in bread and all kinds of things. Yeah, pot don't grow on trees, you know. You know what? It could. If you let it grow tall enough, it could become a tree. I've seen some plants that are like 20 feet tall, and that the stalk on it was probably let me see, about that big around. That was just the stalk holding up the body of it, and then the limbs that went off the side. Some of them were huge as well. So it could be a tree if you grow it the right way. You got hemp flower? Yeah, I've heard of that. They got wild pot growing around this state, out in fields and the bar ditches and stuff like that. And because they grew it here during World War II, and they grew it during the war so that they could make rope and stuff out of it. So then, when the war was over and stuff, it was just like a weed, those seeds caught up in the wind and just blew all over it. It just grows wildly. Can't get you loaded or anything, but it grows. It's not any good or anything except for like making rope out of or things like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's several parts of it that don't get you loaded for sure. I'm just saying that it's just shit hits the fan. It's going to be pretty popular. That's why I don't even drink anymore. But I got one of those big totes. I don't know how big it is. It's pretty good size, 3 or 4 feet long, and about I don't know, maybe 18 inches tall. And I just every once in a while toss in those little airplane bottles full of booze, all different kinds. Because I figure if SHTF happens, hey, I'm going to need something to barter with. Heck, you never know. I might fall off the wagon and want to get drunk. Yep, exactly, Kaylin. Or Alana, I'm sorry. Baking and cooking. There you go. I use it for baking and cooking too. I use different parts of it for baking and cooking, but you can. Hey, CR, what's up? How you doing, my friend? I was over there. Did you see me come over there and wave at you? I didn't have my volume up, so I couldn't hear if you were talking to me or not. All the folks that were in your live stream are in my live stream now. We were just talking about using marijuana for different things, not just for smoking or eating, but for other things too. Yeah, sure. Why not? Hey, there's Gil. How you doing, Gil? Good to see you. Greetings from California. You're about done there in California, aren't you? You getting ready to head back over to Idaho, huh? Prepping to endure. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Glad you came by. We're just sitting here talking about the different things you can do with hemp besides smoke it. I set a link up the wall there if anybody wants to hop up. So that's the last one for this year. Are you just going to keep that house there in California? Is that the deal? Is that your plan? David says he can burn it. You're going to burn it in a campfire or what? Where you at, CR? I gave you that link. Somebody was telling me, or maybe I saw it somewhere, that they take it and they crush it up after the stems and stuff. After the stem and stuff dries out, they go ahead and crush it up, and then they can compress it and make other things out of it, like bricks and stuff. Hi, long time.
I know, right? I'm just like, feels weird being a guest now.
You're the guest, buddy. I'm the captain.
Feels weird being the guest after hosting for the last like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi to CR, everyone.
Hi. Don't worry, I got the side chat open, so I can see everyone. Uncle L, Perpington Dur, Lana.
Yeah.
Capatan. Oh, don't forget about old man. Can't forget about old man. Where's that popsicle, old man?
You're going to get out of here, old man? Yeah, see what you did, CR? You threw the old man out. He's going to leave now.
Just kidding.
All right, old man. You have a great night, my friend. I love you.
See, I still have the stuff up on the screen that I had from my stream. I figure I might as well just keep it up, right?
There you go. Now you got people on your stream, right?
I was actually almost thinking of coming in raiding, but I decided not to this time. So what are you talking about, Will, by the way, on this?
We're talking about different ways of using weed and SHTF other than just smoking it.
Well, you know what? I've actually noticed, since here in Canada it's kind of more legalized now, and there's dispensaries and stuff like that. Well, what starting to happen a lot more is, well, there's more companies and all that stuff delivering it, people having it, and such and such. Well, I've started to reuse the containers from that now. Some of these containers that they have is kind of cool. They're kind of cool, like they're round and like cylinder shaped, like perfect for like a sewing kit or a fishing kit. I was just like, and I find them
little plastic bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
Sides to make them open up.
Hey, it's Kaylin. Hi, Kaylin. I figured I'd jump in onto Will's stream since he came to mine.
Yeah, she's been here for a few minutes.
Oh, look, it's Grey Man too. Hi.
The wife wants you, old man. Well, you better go see what the wife wants and have a popsicle.
Hey, I think I have a piece of fat wood nearby. Okay, it's not the biggest chunk of fat wood, okay? All right, it's not the biggest chunk of fat wood, obviously, but it is a piece of fat wood.
Well, you know what? They take it, nowadays they're taking it and they're making bricks out of it. They're taking the stems and everything and they're running them through these processes and until it comes out to a fine powder, and then they go and they make bricks out of it.
Mm.
I saw
Oh,
this.
so like pressing it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Also
okay.
making like these tile things too. I can't remember what they use them for, but they're tiles. They come out even looking green, but they're like 1 foot by 1 foot, and they're about a half-inch thick. And they use
Mm-hmm.
them somehow in some sort of application.
Yeah, but like I said, I see a lot of these containers. Like everyone's familiar that I like to scavenge, right? And then sometimes I see them, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna reuse it. And besides, it's not in a landfill. It's not filling up the environment, and it's then reused for a functional purpose. So instead of being in a useless state, it's coming back into a useful state.
Hey,
Megan.
Chris, how you doing?
Hey, it's Pepper Smith. Hi.
Sick as a dog. I'm sorry, my friend. I've been sick as well. Glad you're gonna just popped in. Go to bed and take care of yourself.
Oh, I just
Get
realized.
back, Mexican. What are you talking about, gray man? Pepper Smith says, "Hey, CR."
Hi. I forgot to close my side chat for my stream. I was like, oh yeah, oops.
Are you still spying on people's houses? I'm doing better, my friend. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot. I actually do have one nearby. See, right here. This is a cannabis container that I found. I just kind of reused it. I mean, a lot of them are kind of like I wouldn't say waterproof, but at least they're kind of water resistant and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
there's a few of them I use to make fishing containers out of.
Yeah,
You know,
or you can make something like a sewing kit or something like that.
yeah.
I mean, like and you're not buying it and you're reusing it, and it's not in a landfill. I think that's all good to rate.
Some of them even have come in like cylinder, like a cigar cylinder.
Well, yeah. It's just like the one I just showed, right? I mean, like this is one I found. I just have some cordage around it. I think this is supposed to be like a little fire. Actually, it is a little fire kit because I have jute twine in there. Yeah, I have jute twine in there. Well, it's already been fluffed out and rolled out, but to make a
Yeah,
bird's nest and stuff like
made
that.
it a fire kit.
Yeah, like a mini fire kit or something like that, or at least store the tinder in. I mean, it's just something I did. I'm actually thinking of making a sewing kit for one and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, those would make good sewing kits.
Well, as I think about it, stuff like needles are straight, pretty long and stuff like that. Buttons would probably fit in there. I'm not sure if you'd be able to get per se a metal bobbin, but you may be able to like use like cardboard or like what I did in a different one where I used a gift card or an old credit card or an old credit card, debit card,
Oh,
and kind of make one and just slide it in or just kind of how do I say fit it to size.
yeah,
Like
I made this out of leather. It's just for my credit cards and stuff. I don't have to carry my wallet all the time.
oh yeah, if you want to be a little bit more minimal.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
slide a
have
couple,
like
slide a couple of cards in there and throw it in my pants pocket.
yeah, or something like that, or maybe you're just going to go get something. You just put a quick five in there that you have, or something like that. Like I have a more minimal wallet if I feel like I'm just gonna go there and just come back. But I have a more like a substantial wallet and stuff like that. I was about to say, actually, I have it nearby. See, this is what I started to do right here. See, instead of being cardboard, it's actually plastic. And of course, that's bank line and intertransit paracord. I keep that, instead of wasting the inner strands, right? I mean, some of them are too short for certain little things. I can't braid it. I was like, well, I could still use the inner strands for sewing purposes. So that's what I did with it. It's just like this strand of bank line that's like only like 2 feet. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna make a lanyard out of it, but I can sew with it at least.
Nope.
And this is just stuff I'm just kind of reclaiming. And I mean, like, including the gift card, credit card, debit card, whatever you want to call it. I mean, like, I just made a bunch of them. There's like more of it and stuff like that. Oh, wait. There's still more. I feel like I'm showing on my channel. I take it over.
All right, Uncle. Thanks for coming in.
Take care, Uncle Al. It was always nice to see you, like always. It's always nice to see Uncle Al.
Yeah.
Very knowledgeable. But yeah, that's just something I did start to do.
Figure out what December 27th is, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. I still don't. I still don't know. I just shrugging and like, I don't know.
I think Alana knows, but she's not talking.
Come on, Alana. You can tell us. Uncle Al's not here. No. He's not here. He won't know. He won't know.
Come on, Alana. You can tell us. We won't tell him.
Then the next day, all we see is, well, I saw that. He'll come back and watch the replay.
She's laughing at me.
But yeah, that's just the stuff I had done. I mean, like, I could easily just make that into a sewing kit with another. I actually did find another cannabis type of container the other day, stuff like that. I'm actually seriously I'm thinking of bringing it into the channel more. At least as a way, not smoking it or anything like that, but reusing the stuff.
Yeah, just like I was telling these guys, we've talked about it all the way from using it all the way down to this. I think that there's a lot of different stuff. I mean, you can if you dry the stalk out. I used to grow it, so I know I used to mess with every part of it to find out what I could use it for. And I would take the stalks after they dried, and you can actually start at the end where the root is and pull off pieces, and it's just as strong as a string, stronger than rope. And you just pull it off depending on how tall you let it get. You could pull that strings off of it, just one by one, pull them off, and you'd have strings that are
I guess you would get
8 feet long.
I guess that's a form of natural cordage, I guess. Right?
Yep. I've got like braid it together and stuff.
I mean, I actually have it nearby. Actually, if I can go grab it here. It's like right. Oh, here it is. Oh, getting rid of it. I actually did attempt to make natural cordage.
You're being talked to.
Yes, I know that.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting that I'm the guest and not the host. I'll just put this awesome emoji on. So yeah, I mean, I've attempted to make natural cordage, and this. Let's see who can tell what this is from. This is natural cordage. I want to see if anyone knows what this is from. Natural cordage. This is natural cordage, by the way. Like if I took a lighter to it, it would actually burn.
It's a root, isn't it?
No, it's not a root. It's not a root. I mean, like I said, if I took a lighter to this right now, it would actually see. It would actually catch. So it is natural.
I thought it was like a root.
No, this is actually husk from corn.
Corn husk?
Yeah, this is corn husk.
That's pretty good thinking.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this. Like I've heard about coconut husk and stuff like that. It was just like kind of playing around. I'm like it's not gonna be the strongest, obviously. Natural cordage is never gonna be as strong as man-made stuff. But I mean, something like this, I could wrap around like a flower that's kind of bent over, plants, stem something like that, and I don't have to worry about it sticking out or whatever. It'll just kind of break down. It's just something I started to do, and it was interesting. Snake stand.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder if you can make cordage from that. I think people have made containers on that before, if I remember right. But yes, well, you're right. Like what you said, I do like make stuff from other stuff. I try this stuff out. Sometimes you never know until you just give it a try. You
Yeah.
know, if I think if I remember right, I actually held up a bag using at least 4 strands of this stuff. At least 4 strands.
You can
Not
make
more.
rope out of garbage or plastic store sacks. Have you ever done that?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, you mean like this?
Ah,
This is made from plastic.
you can take plastic store sacks and make them to
Oh hell, I braided a contractor bag before. That was entertaining.
you just break them apart and then you just start spinning them, tightening them really tight by turning them and spinning them together.
Hmm.
So you start one end, you tie it to a knot, and you start spinning it until you get it all the way to the other end. Then you tie that end in a knot, and you take another piece and you start right there at that piece, and you go back up the thing so that it's all winding together, it's like a braiding itself together.
Oh, Pepper Spit just said something about that. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I'll keep that in mind. We don't have many snakes here in Canada, so I'm not sure if I'm not going to be able to get that resource. But it was just kind of interesting that I just took a resource that I was having anyways,
Oh
cord.
yeah, that was a good one too. The six pack holder. Yep,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
those make really good ones. You have to kind of braid those.
Oh, I've been braiding these bags for long periods of time now. It's just like I got a supply of it. Let's just say it's actually sitting right over there. To the point that I actually had to make an organizer for it. I now, to be honest, I've not braided one in a while, but it's one of those things that just like it just comes naturally to me. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll just do this, pass by the time and stuff like that. And I kind of, if you've ever seen those cables, USB cables and such that are braided, right? That have braided line around it that reinforces it. I don't know if you've seen anything like that. I've actually done that, but with bags on a normal cable. On a normal cable, I actually it's in their room. I would go get it, but it's in their room.
And Pepper Smith said he uses the cola ones to hold his tomato plants vertical.
Well, yeah, it's just like what I was saying. I was using this to keep flowers together. The stems that were kind of falling down, they're a little heavy and stuff like that. I was just like, wow. And I actually came back like a couple weeks later after making it, and it's still there. The only reason it's not there now is because the flower itself has, the whole garden's collapsed. But it was kind of cool. I was like, wow. I like it because I didn't have to waste any additional cordage or whatever, and it's natural. It'll break down. It'll help the soil. So it's just something I just did. I never knew. You hear about the cowtail, the coconut husk, but I was like, I guess corn husk can be used as cordage too.
Oh yeah, the bag tugs. Kalen brought that back up. Who remembers bread bag tugs?
Oh, you mean I don't have one nearby. You mean the she's either talking about the tabs or the wire, right? Those square shape that has a little circle in the center, in the near the top or whatever. I forgot what they're called. I have one in their room. Tugs, I don't know. I don't know. I think
I
I'm
don't
not that
remember
old.
the bread bag tugs.
I don't think I'm that old, or I'm too young to remember. So yes. Oh,
Bread bag. Bread bag what? Hugs? Nugs?
tugs,
Rugs.
rugs. Tugs, rugs.
Rugs, I think it is.
I don't. I don't remember that.
I don't remember rugs.
I don't remember.
Bread bag rugs. Rugs. Uh-oh.
I might as well Google it,
Don't
right?
know, Alana. You're confusing me now.
I'm lost. I'm just gonna shrug. Oh wait. Let me put the emoji down.
What are bread bag tugs? I'm not sure. That's why I said I don't remember them. Ask Kaylin.
Somehow that's always my favorite emoji, the shrug. Oh, Rugsy. Oh yeah, she meant rugs.
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
Hmm.
People used to take the bread bags and braid them, and they made like little rugs that you would lay on the carpet. There would be like a throw carpet thing, and they made them, and they were only about I don't know about this big around. They were oval, and people would make them, and then they'd just throw them down on the carpet for people to walk across.
You know what? I've seen videos on that, and I really should learn how to do that because I don't think it would be that much a stretch compared to what I just showed like 5 minutes ago.
That was done like years ago.
I wouldn't mind actually getting into that and actually understanding that kind of deal. That'd be interesting. You know, maybe increase that skill and knowledge level a little bit more.
Yeah, I have to put that way back in the back burner.
Oh yeah, from that you could make anything. I mean, I think if I remember right, when I was watching this video, it was for the homeless. You know, making like so as everyone remembers, right? You know, you get off the ground a little, it's insulate from the ground, from the cold ground, right? So they would make them for the homeless. These kind of mats, and being plastic, it's a little bit more durable than let's say a cardboard box.
Yeah.
It's gonna be waterproof because it's plastic.
Well, I got about 1 minute left, and I'm going to give her up. I am getting tired.
Well, I guess I'm gonna do another live stream.
You can stay. You can stay on here and visit with these guys if you want.
Really? Well, actually, I'm actually planning to do a live stream. I'm actually gonna do a late night chit chat now.
Oh, you're gonna do a late night one?
Yeah, why not? Why not? You guys want to jump over on my channel in about 15 minutes? I'm taking a short break because I just had a bunch of coffee. So, yeah, you know how that goes. It won't be
Yep, I'm gonna go. I've already been here for
90 minutes.
Hour and a half. Yep.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Will, for having me on your panel.
Yep. I'll see you guys next time.
All right, take care, everyone.
Until next time, happy trails.